Welcome to a pretty murky day in Empyrion Galactic Survival, and in the last part we went out and raided an abandoned factory, and what I've done is return to my base just to give you guys an idea of the loot that I actually obtained from doing the abandoned factory, just to demonstrate how worthwhile it is actually doing it. And just to show you here, if I come in here, I've literally filled this cargo box up, and I think I might need that. Sorry about that, guys, the local drones have just shown up. I think I might need some extra cargo boxes to unload this stuff. And in here I've got lots of extra armor. I've probably got more armor than I know what to do with. We also got some extra weapons and various bits and pieces over here. I've also, I think we pulled quite a lot of oxygen out and power cells, so we've got booster power cells. We got quite a few weapons as well, probably a lot more weapons than I actually need, and another couple more suits of armor as well, so I think I'll just hook those out of there. And you can see we've also got some explosives, so I'm just going to whip those out as well. So what I'm going to do is unload my ship, but I think the first thing I'm probably going to need to do is actually just check the status of my own cargo boxes in here, because I am running a little bit low on space. So I think what I am going to do is go down and put out some more cargo boxes. What I've actually done here is I've made some changes over here. The area here is now being sealed off. The original tunnel I built back here is now behind that block there, because I don't really need it anymore. And I mean, I could put some cargo boxes up here. I mean, I've got this vast empty space here. I mean, I could put some in here. But then they might be a bit exposed if that's attacked. Now, yeah, I think we're going to put the cargo boxes in here, and we're just going to go for a couple of large ones in here. Just tuck them up in this corner, like that. I think 4 should be enough. Famous last words. Maybe we'll put. Let's put them all out. I'll probably fill them all up over time, so there's no point worrying about it. And I think what we're just going to do is come here, and we're just going to add these to the group so that they're all grouped together. That's there, cargo box there. So I'm just going to add these in. I mean, I'll probably name them as well eventually according to it. I mean, one of the problems you get when you play this game, especially as you progress forward, it's very easy to lose control of, you know, all the storage capabilities you've actually got. So we've got plenty of cargo box space, and I think before we go back up and unload the ship, I think it's a lot. I've been away a little while, so we might as well come in here and actually pick up some. Harvest this, because there's no point growing this stuff if you don't get here and in and harvest it. Although I got a suspicion I'm also come on game play. So I've also got a suspicion that I'm actually running out of fridge space as well, so I may actually have to build a fridge. I mean, I could upgrade a fridge, and I know there are a lot of advantages to upgrading fridges, but to be honest, in a large base like this where I've got so much room, I can't honestly see the point really of actually, you know, keeping everything compact and tight by upgrading. I think it's just as easy just to throw down a few more fridges. And I mean, I know probably there's an argument for conserving power by doing that, but well, I think we're pretty well set up from a power perspective as well. So I'm just gonna come here. Oops, no, that's pre-harvest. I'm just gonna grab this stuff. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna suffer from a food shortage in any way, shape, form, or description anymore. So, oops, yeah. So just grab a bit more of this. And of course, I did use up a certain amount of my fruit in while I was attacked in the abandoned factory, because of course we took a little bit of damage. And so we're just gonna come here and just gonna grab this and this. I'll put a couple more out the front here as well. And of course, I probably could do with some small spices and some mushrooms. So I'm just going to grab that. I mean, I know harvesting is tedious, but it's all part of the game, so you just need to do it. And I think I'm going to stick a fridge up here as well. I mean, this is my... Oh, I've got a fridge up here. I must have put one in. Okay. So I think we're just going to... Wow. I'm just going to shove all this into the fridge for the moment. I'll sort it all out off camera. I think the one thing I will put in the food processor is spices, because it means I can now punch out some more vegetables, purified water, 2 spices. So we got. So maybe I'll knock out a couple of cans of food, and what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to go up and unload my ship, because in this part what I actually want to do is go out and maybe check out another couple of points of interest. I want to get out and actually be a bit more aggressive in my actions. So I'll see you in a minute, guys, once I've actually unloaded the ship. Welcome back. It's taken me a little while to actually sort out the inventory, but just to show you what I've done, guys, is we've now got an nice empty cargo box for more loot. What I've done is put some armor down in here with the auto cores, so if we can actually get to a trading center, we should be able to sell some of that stuff off to get some cash. And at the base level, what I've actually done is I've actually created this new cargo box called Power Assets, and I think I've gone a little bit over the top with the large generators, and that's actually given me a little bit of an idea, because there is a new feature that was introduced with Alpha 8.6, if I can find it, and it's the Deconstructor here. It looks like I've already actually unlocked the technology. You can have a furnace as well. I mean, I'm half thinking about having a furnace room, but we haven't really experimented with that. But let's see if we can actually see if we've got the resources to build a Deconstructor. It should be in here, I would guess. Deconstructor. Okay, mechanical components. I think we're going to just have a little bit of fun with the Deconstructor at the moment. I was going to go out and raid a base, but I think maybe this video can be just a short video on a bit of base maintenance and 1 or 2 other things maybe. Whilst I was actually clearing out the inventory, I've been raided twice by drones. Maybe I should really go out and get the resources, maybe in a little while. And so where can we put the Deconstructor? Kind of a bit inclined. Maybe it should go down in my work area, down in my base. I'm just going to go down through here and just come through here. I don't want too much cluttering up this level, so I think we can just go down 1 more level. And actually I don't have a lot of space here for a Deconstructor. I suppose I could. I mean, it doesn't have to be inside of here. I mean, how big is it? Wow, wow, that is pretty big. Okay, let's just put that in there. So this is the Deconstructor, and I think we'll be okay here. I'm just very interested to see how this works. So it says put items to deconstruct input. Hint: put multiple items in 1 slot to minimize the loss of deconstruction fractions. So yeah, so it's similar to when you use blueprints, it will round off. So let's an experiment then. Let's just go here, and no, don't want cargo box 3. Let's go power assets. I say we got loads and loads of these. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with some tier 1, and let's put in, say, 4 tier 1 generators. We're not going to be using them anyway. And wow, we got a lot. And maybe we'll have 2. Actually, let's just go 6. tier 1. I'm not sure why I collected all these tier 1 generators actually. So what we're just going to do is shove them in here. Okay. Okay, let's just switch that off because it looks like it fires off immediately. So let's just put all these in like that. It says we can't stack them, so right, let's turn it on. And we're just going to let this run. Wow. Interesting. And these are tier 1 generators. So it just literally reverses the process of the constructor. Interesting. Wow. That's going... Oh, that's a lot quicker, isn't it? I'm just curious to see whether it does all of them in one go and this is the results of all those 5 generators, or whether that is just one generator. No, it's doing each one individually. Wow. I am a convert to actually using the Deconstructor. That is absolutely awesome. Okay, we got drones coming in, so I think what we can do is just have a bit of fun with the drones while that's going on, because I don't really need to stand there and watch it, although it's fascinating, guys. Sorry about that, apologies. I'm just going to get up here. Oh, we need I think we got enough oxygen. We got reserve oxygen. Probably could do with a little bit of food. Nope, I'm out of food. I've used up all the food in my suit. Okay, that's interesting. My base defences are going really at it. Looks like we might have more than one visitor this time. By the level of the way it's actually shooting the stuff up, so we're just going to jump in. Of course, it's night where I've been messing about. Apologies for that, guys. So, and of course, we're just going to back out and go into third person. Wow, it looks like there's somebody over there. Yeah, I think I may need some base defences pointing this way, because this is obviously coming from behind, and it was probably my capital vessel that actually defended in this direction. So, drone bomber attack base. Okay. So I'm just going to come out here, and I'm just going to. Well, got another matrix, some more ammunition for my small vessel. Anything else around here? Just the one. Oh no, there's another one down there. Yeah, so it looks like I've got weakness when something comes in from behind. Whoops. So maybe I will need to address that. This is another. And I think we could probably dismantle some of these rocket launchers as well. I've got loads of these. I can certainly see me using the thing. Ah, yeah, there's the third one. So I'm quite happy with my general base defences. I mean, because it was attacks of 3 or 4 drones that was actually giving me problems before, but we're obviously seeing them off now, so I'll just do a shift click for that. I don't think we actually. And I think now the hail's stopped, I think I can probably use my lower landing pad for the moment, since I'm kind of walking in and out from that perspective. So I'm just going to ease over a little bit that way and drop down. And what I'd like to say, guys, big thank you for your comments and feedback. Apologies for the delay in replying to some of my comments. It wasn't the fact I was ignoring you. It seems that YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, like they often do, have decided to give a new studio application, and I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure exactly what happened, but all my comment notifications disappeared, And I know it was my own fault really, because truthfully I should have twigged that something wasn't working, because I know you guys comment quite regularly and I missed it. So it was a little bit of a pain in the neck from that perspective. But I'm now tracking it. To be honest, on the new studio app, whatever you want to call it, gives a lot more information, but it isn't anywhere near as intuitive as the old one. So I'm not that convinced. I think what we're having is a little bit of a sleep, so we can operate in daylight, and well, we can always top up our oxygen and just grab a little bit of food. I'm sure my food processor is absolutely chock-a-block with various foods now. No, it's not actually. Oh, well, okay, we'll just have to raid the fridge then. I'm sure the fridge will be. Yeah, we got. Okay, we'll just have some steaks. That's okay. That's nice. And I think what we'll do is just have a quick look at the Deconstructor if we can find it in the list here, so I don't have to walk down and see it. Okay, Deconstructor. I suppose it's in alphabetical order. Okay, where is it? Right, guys, I found it. I think what I'm going to do is add it to my. Where is it? What group is this? Equipment. So I think we're going to add this to equipment so that I can actually find it more often now. I think this is where you need to set them. So I'm just going to have a quick look. So we've got a nice pile of stuff from that. Let me just deconstruct this just out of an experiment, see what we're going to get from that. Okay. I am a total convert to this. And I think what we're going to do is drop a couple of these in as well. And we'll just take this out. Wow. Here comes another solitary drone, just to let you guys actually get a look-see of my guns in action. Once they get to about 300 odd meters, the gun should go into action. Come on, guns. There we are. Gotcha. I must admit, I do enjoy watching that actually happen. And just to give you guys an idea, I mean, as far as I know, I've had no damage to the front of my base since I've actually done that. Actually, seeing I've got loads and loads of resources, I think what I'm going to do, just to finish this video up, I've got no idea how long it's going to be, but I think what we're going to do is just projectile tunnels. We're going to make a couple of these, and I'm saying we got lots and lots of lovely resources. Actually, let's just. Where's the cargo boxes? Weapons. I mean, we got 6 of these. I mean, we could take out 3 of these to take away some more of those. I want to keep the plasma cannons and stuff like that. Got a multi-turret here for a hover vehicle. Anything else I can put into the building supplies. Anything else that I've got vast quantities of. I mean, I probably won't get much back from these walkways. We've got an armor locker. Got another large generator here. I suppose that could go in. I mean, I think I've still got plenty of power assets here, so it's not like I'm throwing any of these away. So tier 2, I think we'll just get rid of the tier 1s. So I've got 2 tier 2 generators, so let's just feed the monster. Shipbuilding, anything in here? Wow, got a couple of warp drives, a couple of laser turrets for a CV. Okay, power assets. Anything else in here that... Sentry guns. No, I think most of that. Well, we got furnace. Okay, I think what I will probably. So I'm in full having fun play mode at the moment, guys. And apologies that I've gone completely off track, but I think what we're going to do is come down here and come in here. I don't know how big this furnace is going to be. Maybe the furnace will need a separate room. I mean, how big is this furnace? This furnace is going to be massive, isn't it? So I'm going to need to dig that out. Okay, so much for that idea. And let's put the furnace in there. And I think what we can do is just put a bit more into the deconstructor. So I think we can. I just love that. That is going to be absolutely awesome. And is the large constructor finished? Yeah, we've got a couple of guns. So what I'm going to do, just to wind this video up, is we're going to. I don't know why I've got my gun out. I'm just going to go up and mount those rear cannons, just so that we've got some rear-based defences as well. Because I have got my hover vehicle and my secondary small vessel out the back there, so I think it'd be quite good to actually support those. So I'm just going to come up here. It's a bit of a circuitous route, but I actually quite like it in its own way. And the other thing I've actually done up here, I can't actually remember if I actually shown this to you guys, but I've actually built this staircase up here, and you can see I've got 2 turrets now mounted up here. And actually I suppose I could keep that theme going if we point at the base. If I can get some building supplies, I must have some more armoured blocks here. Yeah, hardened steel blocks, I think that would be more than adequate. And I think if we come up here, well, I don't really need to come up here. I've got to keep an eye on the temperature, because the temperature drops quite low down here occasionally as well. So I think what? Oops, no, it's all too far away. I think there's a bit of a depth perception problem here, in the sense that I don't really realise how far back this area is. I think what I'm going to do is actually come down here, like go over. Right, I think we're going to just have a 3 block there, and if we go 3 by 3, and I don't want to go too high, but I want to go high enough. Oops. I want to go high enough so that these cannons actually get the ability to shoot over the top of that mound there. So if anything's coming in, it will be able to. Oops. So we're just gonna. Should be able to go control. Always find control can be a little bit tetchy sometimes, and it also seems to like coming across, so you've got to be a little bit in the right position to do this. And I think we can come here again, back a bit please, and maybe 1 more block up, back a bit. I think that should be high enough. Let's just have a look. Probably not quite high enough, but I think it would be high enough to do the job, because the idea is if they're below the horizon, they can't shoot us. Maybe we'll go 1 more tier up. It's not like I've got a shortage of blocks. So actually let's go 2 tiers up. I mean, if this intrudes on the bounding box of the capital vessel, we'll just have to fix that in another way. So, and we're just gonna. Great. I mean, it's gonna make landing a little bit tricky, but then again, these can actually act as outer markers, I suppose. So we're just gonna. Oh. I think I'm a bit too low, so we're just gonna go up a bit more height. And just gonna. Okay, game. We'll do it. We'll do it the hard way. And so what we're going to do is just actually, just for the fun of it, cannon turret. What's this? Minigun turret. I think we'll make them retractable. I mean, it's totally pointless, but why not? This is what the game's all about. So we've now got tier 2 rear-facing turrets. So I mean, they should get a reasonable field of sight. Yeah. So anything coming in here, we've got a bit of a blind spot here, but I think that'd be okay. So we got a couple of now rear facing turrets, so nobody's going to be able to sneak up on us. And yeah, wow, they're a lot higher than I thought they were going to be. It's amazing the difference in depth perception you get when you're actually using the drone. Anyway guys, I think that will complete my defences. Let's have a quick look at the ammunition situation. We probably could do with some extra ammunition actually. And what's this ammunition? 30mm. So I think what we'll do is just punch out some more 30mm rounds, maybe a couple of thousand, because I do intend to be away from the base for some time, so I do need to. Where's the 30mm rounds? Come on, there we are. So 10 is 700, that's 1400. Let's go for 30, that should be enough. I mean, I've got plenty of resources, and we're just going to drop that back into the building supplies. That can go back into there, that can go there. What I will do off camera guys is make a room for the furnace, and I think furnaces produce a lot of heat, so do I actually want that, something like that close to... I think I could probably expand the room below. Actually does it. Okay. I'm just thinking where I should put things. I mean, I could actually. I'm just thinking. So if I come down here. I mean, I've got loads and loads of blocks. I mean, I could actually cut a room through here and expand the room that I've currently got. Yeah, I could actually make a room out here and utilize what I've already excavated. Anyway guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. I've probably rambled on a lot too longer than I should have done. Apologies that I didn't get out and actually attack a base. What I'm thinking is maybe coming out to the trading station and sorting this out. I think there's a transport hub here which is a bit hostile with an excavation site near it, so I want to open up the trading station so I can go and sell items, and then what we're going to come over here. So probably the next part we'll be looking at this area here, then if that goes quickly we'll do this part, if not we'll be doing this part, then this part, this group here, and maybe we'll have some fun actually taking this out. Quite inclined to actually try out some railguns on my small vessel when we take out that second lot. But this is where I'm going to leave it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.